How are we doing, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for clicking on another video. I feel that it's becoming a habit of mine that I do these videos, but I'm going to do, is FIFA 23 a good game? Now, I tend to only reserve this for the Call of Duty titles, but I've got to make it on FIFA because it's a game I have played for donkey's years. It's a game that I have a very love-hate relationship with, even to this day, and I just need to sort of let's put it into some words. So, first and foremost, do I think this is a good game overall? No, I don't. For me, we all know this is EA and FIFA's last co-joined game together before next year we're going to get EA Sports FC, and we're also going to get whatever the hell FIFA are going to throw into it. Because you know for a fact FIFA are going to make a game, probably find another developer or another partner and work with them on that. But in my opinion, I get that the relationship probably isn't perfect with the two of them, but this is meant to be their swan song game, their final game that they're going to make together, and it is so disappointing. Now, for me, I am very much a Pro Clubs player with my friends, and I'm a part-timey Ultimate Team player. I don't tend to play, I don't sweat the game a lot. I can't be dealing with champs, I can't be dealing with all that. Don't bother putting money into this game. You know, everything I've had, everything I earn from this game is quite literally just I'm playing the game and I'm going to play it that way. But let's just break it down. So I'm going to talk about Pro Clubs for a little bit, then I'll do a little bit on Ultimate Team. Pro Clubs, it's done. It's forever done. I think they tried to make it a bit more jazzy and a bit more snazzy for everyone by putting it with the least played game mode in FIFA history in Volta. Volta sounded like a cool concept when everyone thought it was FIFA Street, and it's just not. I mean, don't get me wrong, the leveling up seems a lot easier than last year. If you played Pro Clubs last year, to get from level 14 to 15, I think it was 40,000 XP. It was something completely stupid. This year it's a lot easier to progress up. But the thing is, no one is putting time into Volta to level up a Pro Clubs player. That's just not happening. And yeah, you can literally just play Pro Clubs for Pro Clubs. You don't have to play Volta at all. But the idea was to put the two together to make fun skill games for friends and stuff like that. And I'll be honest, me and my friends haven't played too much as a group. But none of us have ever gone on saying, oh, we'll play Pro Clubs. And you know what? We'll play fun mini games and stuff like that, because that's just not what it is. We're not great at FIFA. We just come on to have a laugh and stuff. But there's nothing fun about this new Pro Clubs mode. It's not as in depth. It just feels lazy. And we all know as a FIFA community that Pro Clubs has been on the decrease and on the decline for years. This year, the main thing that they marketed it on was that FIFA was going to be inclusive to all. You can play against your friends on different consoles. Great. What about Pro Clubs, huh? Well, you said it's for everyone, right? You said we're going to play games with people on PC and Xbox and places. We're all going to come together. Yeah, but not for Pro Clubs. No, only for our moneymaker. Our moneymaker in Ultimate Team. We couldn't give a toss about Pro Clubs. Me and my friends generally have 4 or 5 people that play on PlayStation that we thought, oh yeah, we're going to get together as a big group and play. Nope, that's not happening because they cannot be asked to do it. And the outroar from the community was incredible. The trends, the tweets, everything. And they did nothing about it. They didn't listen to the audience. They didn't listen to their primary people that are going to play this game. Clubs, unfortunately, is dead. And I don't know what we're going to get with EA Sports FC, whether we're going to get a Pro Clubs or not, but Pro Clubs this year is dead. It's just completely ruined. In terms of career mode, now I have not dabbled in career mode, but I know a lot of people that do play career mode and dabble in it, and it's pathetic. You know, what have they got? They got managers that have got some of the worst game faces. You've got cutscenes that you never needed in FIFA, and apparently, according to one video I watched, that the whole dynamic growth for a player is gone. It doesn't exist anymore. So you have to rely on high-rated players in order to get something. You can't take someone who is, 69 rated at the start and then move them all the way up to a 90 plus like you could do in previous years. It's one of the reasons I fell in love with career mode a couple of years ago. You don't have to play any games. You literally just sim the whole season and you can turn a player who was 65 rated into a 98 player. That's what it is meant to be. But no, they got rid of all that and gave you crappy managers that no one cares about. Like, at what point are they not listening to the people that play this game? Some of the best career mode content creators on YouTube hate it, and I watch them for the same reason that some people should play the game. You take a team, you completely transform it, and you move on. I don't care about your manager. I don't care about any of that shit. You can customize it so they've got one leg and one left nipple. Do you know what I mean? I don't care. I care about the game as a whole. I don't care about little things like that. I want career mode to be a fun alternative to Football Manager. And this is where Football Manager don't even have to try at the moment, because they know that their career mode, well, basically their whole game, is better than every career mode, in my opinion, that's ever been put together in any FIFA altogether. So they don't even have to care anymore. They don't have to try. Literally, if Football Manager could put out the same game every single year and not change a single thing, and people would still prefer it over career mode. Career mode, I get, is not meant to be, in depth, but at the same time, it's got to be fun. And they've taken the fun out of this game again. And then we move on to Ultimate Team. Their cash cow, the thing that everyone loves, supposedly. Now, I've had a very love-hate relationship with Ultimate Team since about 2014, when I properly started playing this game. And for me, there's just no change. There is absolutely no... What did we get this year? We got moments. Which are just side missions, basically. Like, okay, cool, you can get some rewards for them, but, you've got to grind to get them, and no one's going to bother doing that. Some of the objectives seem cool, but when they start putting stuff up, like the most recent one with the Rule Breakers promo, is they put up a Fakir on loan that had no contracts. Yet it states that it's a 7-match loan, yet his player picture and everything has a contract symbol and a 0 at the bottom of it. Make that make any sense at all. Then you think about the fact they had a hero pack glitch where people were paying just 25k for a hero and potentially packing Ginola, who was a tradable player, and making a crap ton of money out of it. How, as a developer, can you make that much of a mistake? They rebranded how Foot Champs is and how Rivals is done. Like I said, I don't give a toss about Foot Champs. There are people much, much better than me at the game. I'm amateur level tier, right? I'm terrible at this game. As you can tell by the background of the video that you're watching, I am a terrible FIFA player. But that's ever since, and I will say this now, Foot Champs ruined FIFA, right? I'm saying it to you right now. Foot Champs ruined Ultimate Team as a whole, right? People can say that it improved it. No, it didn't. It made it sweatier, it made it more try-hardy, and it ultimately ruined the whole point of FIFA, which was just a fun footballing game. That's it. That's all it ever did. Like, I've never seen really any good things about Foot Champs, because everything is obviously simulated and stuff like that when it comes to the pack rewards. Like, I remember seeing videos of the last couple of years of people deliberately doing badly, so going 0-20 or 0-40, whatever it is you've got to play, getting 2 packs and getting the best players. Whereas someone who's gone 20-0, 40-0 gets 4 picks and gets some of the worst players. So it doesn't matter if you sweat the game or if you literally go in and give people wins. It doesn't matter, because if you're that person giving people wins, you're going to get better content out of it, because you're going to get the better players. You could be a terrible FIFA player, but you're going to get the better reward. But the people who are actually pros at this game get shat on. What's the point in that? Where is that? Do you know what I mean? And it's just, I just don't get it. And like, we're in now, we're the end of October. The Rule Breakers promo is out. We've had Rule Breakers. Obviously, the one to watches are just, I mean, the one thing they only want to watch is this year is better. How they progress. It's not just on getting informs. They can get it from winning games with their club. They'll get like one-offs with their team in the World Cup. Like, I've only got one to watch. It was the Serginho Dest objectives card, and he went up straight to an 81 after AC Milan won 3 games. Done. Little things like that's fine, because Dest is not going to get a team of the week every single week or every other week. So little things like that I've not got a problem with. But overall, I just feel that they have completely diminished this game. And let's get on to the big thing as well when it comes to the big changes that they made. Chemistry. Oh, chemistry don't mean jack shit anymore. What is, like, I get it. I really do. It's still a little bit difficult to understand in places. But what was wrong with chemistry? Nothing in this game was wrong with chemistry. None of the community ever moaned about the chemistry style. No one ever moaned. And yet FIFA went, oh, we need to change that. Or EA said, we need to change that. No, you didn't. No one ever said, you know what, that chemistry system doesn't work, does it? So let's do a complete overhaul of it. So now that doesn't matter what chemistry your team's got, whether they've got 1 chem, 2 chem, 3 chem, 0 chem, they'll all play the same. The whole point of putting players in different positions was meant to give them a disadvantage. Not the fact that you can basically play people wherever and they'll be absolutely fine. And then we think of position modifiers as well. You know, I've got like Marcus Llorente. He's a centre mid and he can play right mid and right back. You know, I've got Rashford who can play left wing, left mid or striker. I've got Perisic who can play left mid, left wing back or left back. Like, I don't get... I guess it truly replicates modern football and where modern players play. That I haven't got a problem with. But again, it's just... Was it ever needed? I don't think it was. And overall, I just think it's really, really lazy from EA as a whole that they don't care about this game. You know, I mean, we've got a World Cup mode supposedly coming. Whether that's going to be a separate entity to this game or it's going to be built in with it, kind of like how 2014 and 2018 was. But I have no hope for it. And then, to finally top it off, let's talk about the gameplay as a whole, because the gameplay is the worst FIFA has ever been. It is absolutely the worst. We'll link it in with Ultimate Team right now in lengthy players. Let's talk about lengthy. Because lengthy, if your player isn't lengthy, oh, they're crap. They're terrible. If you can't make your player lengthy by putting a chemistry style on them, they're unusable. They're unplayable. Why have a 99 rated player with 99 pace and 99 agility when that 36 pace defender who is lengthy can catch them? What's the point in that? I'm not saying go back to old FIFA 14, FIFA 13 days where you could quite literally just knock the ball past a player with a difference of 45 pace and you see that on the pitch. But there's got to be a compromise to it. You can't just make a player lengthy and make them the best player in the game. And don't get me wrong, I'm looking at my team right now. I've got 3 lengthy centre-backs in Rudiger, Fabinho and Ruben Dias. I have to play like that because of how badly they've made this game. Do you know what I mean? It's like, why was that ever a thing? You know, why was that ever a thing? It was something that never needed to change. You didn't need to make players lengthy and stuff like that to help them replicate how they play in real life. No, you could just do it in a fairer way that doesn't make it completely overpowered. And listen, again, talking about in-game, the passing is just so... You can't, like, tap your pass button anymore and stuff like that and hope the ball will go to the right player, because it won't. You can't fast tap the ball and everything. You can't play the ball where you want to. And you can't ping a diagonal ball from your left back to your right winger and everything because it's going to hit the middle of the pitch. It's just... Things like that just doesn't make sense. It's meant to be an arcadey football game. It hasn't got to be taken completely seriously. Like, that was one thing with FIFA 22, is that, yeah, there was a crossing method in which you just ran down the wing, put a cross in, and 99% of the time you were going to score. And that was annoying. But I'd rather that than attempt to pass the ball 2 yards and it not work. Or shooting. That's just all over the place. Power shot. What was the point in putting a power shot into it? Are you just trying to rehash stuff that you had in the past in FIFA Street with Game Breakers? They were cool. Power shots are not. Power shots are dumb. They take far too long to load up, and it takes a lot of time to get used to them. I admit that. And then you look at set pieces. Corners. Why did you change corners? Why did corners need to change? What was wrong with the original method? Why have I now got a line across it and telling me how much swerve that I can put on the ball? Same with free kicks are a little bit easier for it. I prefer that. And then you've got penalties as well. Like, penalties never needed to change. Like, I will die on this hill that penalties never needed to change in this game from a number of years back how it was done. Never needed to change. I just feel that over time FIFA have neglected, or EA have neglected, this game for the cash cow that is Ultimate Team. Despite the fact they consistently keep getting threatened with lawsuits about the gambling aspect of it. And it is gambling. I will hands up say that there is a gambling aspect to Ultimate Team with packs. I, years ago, had a serious problem with this game when it came to packs and stuff like that. I would go through a £700 paycheck and £600 of that I would go in 2 days spending on FIFA packs. I had a problem, and it took a while for me to get out of that problem to the point that I can now know when to stop, when my limit is. But that's the problem. Ultimate Team in that aspect, because it became so pay to win, that's what's killed this game. So ultimately, I said at the beginning of this video, is FIFA a good game? No, it's not. This is the worst FIFA we've had in a long time. And FIFA and EA are going to go out on possibly one of the worst FIFAs they've ever made together. You know, you think of the golden days. I think of FIFA 14 and FIFA 17. They were the two, and then going all the way back to FIFA 2005. That was the OG. But those are the games that made FIFA great. The more modern games are just boring. They're not worth it, and they're a waste of money. I'm going to leave the video there. If you did like this, I know I ramble a lot on these videos and stuff, but if you did like the video, hit the like button and subscribe down below. More content coming soon with Modern Warfare 2 dropping in the next couple of days. I will see you all in those videos and maybe some FIFA videos in the future. Anyways, peace.